If you're looking for a case that can protect your brand new iPhone 15 Pro Max from your day-to-day life, whether it be dust, drops, or even being submerged in water, this case is definitely for you. This is the Humixx waterproof case. It's IP68 waterproof rated. It totally protects your phone 360 degrees, and it's been military grade drop tested up to 14 feet. Now, if you guys want to pick this up, I will be putting links in the video description, and you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of the video because we will be seeing if this case can keep your phone totally dry after being submerged in water. And here's the case. This does also have a built-in screen protector, so it covers the front of your screen. We also have a back piece that does cover your camera lenses as well. It also comes with a little lanyard, your wipe. It also comes with some extra covers for your action button, your instructions, and here is that back cover. It's got a nice hard back, and again, it does cover your camera lenses, so your phone is totally protected. Now, the first thing we're going to do is to thoroughly clean the front of our phone because anything that's going to be on your screen will be trapped inside once you put the case on it. Now, you also want to make sure that you remove any protectors that you might have on the screen or your rear camera lenses. So if we take a closer look at the cover of this case, you can see how thick the outer edge is for shock absorption in case you happen to drop your phone. And there are those plugs we were talking about before to plug up your charging port and your microphone. Now, once you've cleaned off the front of your phone, we're going to remove this little piece of cardboard inside, and we're going to place this over the top of our phone, making sure that the little speaker holes are towards the bottom of your phone. Just press that in place, then flip it over. Now we need to make sure that we clean off the back of our phone as well as our camera lenses. Now, once the back of your phone is all clean, we need to make sure that we peel off the inner protector from the back cover. And then just place this over your phone. Then snap the two pieces together. Just work your way all the way around the back, and it'll eventually snap into place. So there it is on the phone. Feels good in the hand. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery. It's got kind of like that smooth rubber feel. All the buttons are easily pressable and clicky, except for your action button. If you're holding it like this, you might not be able to press in on that action button unless you rotate your thumb to the side, and then you can access the action button. As far as the screen, it does have a little bit of resistance because it's not glass, it is plastic, but touch still seems to work perfectly fine. Face ID also works fine, and touch seems to be working fine as well. And as you can see, it is nice and clear. Now let's test out our camera. Camera looks pretty clear. Don't see any issues with the screen protector covering your camera. And as far as fingerprints, it does seem to pick up some fingerprints, but you can very easily just wipe those away. Now, if we look at the case from the side, you can see that it does have a slight raised edge to protect your screen. On the side, we do have some serrations to help with grip, our separated volume buttons, and there's our action button right there that is covered by a waterproof sticker that I showed you earlier. On the bottom, we have a lanyard hole on the side. We also have a covered charging port. Our speaker port here is covered by a waterproof membrane, and then we also have this little piece here that you can flip from side to side. If you have it like this, it makes your phone waterproof. And then when you want to talk, you can open up the microphone port so the person on the other end can hear you a lot better. And then there's our charging port. And on the other side, we have our power button and those serrations again. Then on the back, it shows off the color of your phone. Very nice. And then we also have our covered camera lenses on the back here, with a nice raised camera bump to protect those lenses too. So let's check out our rear cameras and see how that affects the camera at all. And as you can see, it looks pretty clear. It doesn't seem to have any effect, even though the camera lenses are covered by the protectors. Now I'm going to let you listen to what a recording of your voice would sound like if you were to try to talk to somebody using the phone while in this case. And this is an audio recording of what it would sound like when you open up the little microphone port on the bottom of the case for when you need to take a phone call. Now I'm going to let you listen to what the volume sounds like when you're playing back videos or recordings like I just made here. Opening and closing the little microphone port does not affect this sound at all because the speaker port on the bottom of the phone has a thin waterproof membrane over it, so it never gets wet and you don't have to open it. And this is an audio recording of what it would sound like when you open up the little microphone port on the bottom of the case for when you need to take a phone call. So as you heard, you can still easily hear things from the phone even though the phone is inside this case. So now we're going to submerge the phone inside the case, inside this glass of water to kind of simulate it being in a pool or maybe even at the beach. Just make sure that before you submerge this case into water that the little microphone port is covered. All right, so now we're going to take it out of the water. I'm going to dry it off and we're going to open the case and we'll see if the phone is completely dry. So far so good. Looks like the case is dry except for the water that just splashed off the case. So we'll just push this out. And if we look at the phone here, you can see the screen is completely dry. The sides, the back. So it looks like the case definitely did its job. So this is a pretty nice waterproof case, and as you saw, it's going to keep your phone nice and dry, protected from drops, and even from dust. And it doesn't cost as much as some of the other waterproof cases out there either. So again, if you guys want to pick this case up, I will be putting links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out my channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.